In this video, I'm going to share with you the one onboarding question that slashed churn by 27% overnight in a B2B SaaS company I worked with several years ago. My name is Victor Chang. I run a B2B SaaS accelerator focused on companies between 2 to 25 million in ARR. Our focus is to help them scale and get all the way to a liquidity event. In that process of working with many B2B SaaS companies, we see a lot. We see a lot of best practices. We see a lot of experiments, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel. So in a moment, I'm going to share with you this magic question that slashed first 90-day churn by 27% overnight. And I'm going to share with you how it was discovered, because this question might apply to your business, but the methodology for how this question was discovered will absolutely apply to your business. And here is the key lesson. You have to measure churn at the company level and at the individual customer success manager level, and even the account executive level. What we've experienced is when you look at churn by individual, so when a particular account executive closes a deal, what is the churn rate of that account executive's closed deals versus a different one? They are not the same. Same with customer success managers that do onboarding. Look at all the people doing onboarding and track churn after they have touched that account. And in doing this with a company I worked with many years ago, we found there was variance. There was differences, right? Some CSMs, customer success managers, were better at reducing churn. And one in particular had performance around churn reduction that was 27% better than all of her peers, right? So out of 10 people roughly, she was the best by a significant margin. And when we audited what the heck did she do differently, we discovered that most of the process was the same in terms of the onboarding calls, the timing, the agenda, the rhythm and the cadence, all that was identical with all of her peers. But she asked one additional question on the very first onboarding call that slashed her numbers for churn by 27% immediately and persisted as long as she worked there. What is the one question, right? The one question she asked that nobody else asked was, Mr. and Ms. Customer, what were you hoping to accomplish within 90 days of using our software? Okay. What were you hoping would happen as a result of using our system? And what she discovered was most of the customers really wanted to go home early on Fridays. The SaaS product we're talking about is a project management, workflow management type software. It's meant for internal users to automate busy work, paperwork, things you got to do administratively that we all hate, right? And in this particular vertical industry, these owners of these small businesses, because it was an SMB market, would typically save paperwork for Friday afternoons, right? They do all the client work during the week, and they come back and they do paperwork Friday afternoons and often into Friday evening. And so for them, it was a big win if they could just get out of the office maybe on time at 5 o'clock rather than staying late. And heaven forbid they could leave early on a Friday at like 3:30 or 3 o'clock to go play golf, go fishing with their kid, right? Spend time with their spouse. All those things really meant a lot to them. So what this particular CSM did was she asked the question, and then for every subsequent step in the onboarding process, every subsequent meeting, every request for data to help with implementation and data migration, she prefaced every step by saying, hey, Mr. Jones, I need that data that we want to transfer into the system so that you can leave early on Fridays at 3 o'clock to go fishing with your kid. When do you think you could get me that data? Or when it came time to do training, Mr. Jones, I would like to set up training for your employees so they can get the most value out of the system so that you can leave early on next Friday at 3:30 so you can go fishing. Every request was framed around the objective that particular customer wanted to accomplish by using the system. And this is a reminder of several things. Number one, none of us are in the SaaS business. And this year, none of us are actually really in the AI business either. That is not the business you and I are in. We are in the business of delivering outcomes that customers and clients want. We sell and provide an outcome. If you have features and function, if you have the latest and greatest AI, but you don't know what your customers want to accomplish as an outcome by using your services, then you're missing out on an opportunity to reduce churn and to get more sales. You have to know them and you have to know what they want. And the easiest way to do that after the sale is to ask them. I hope you found this video useful. If you want to learn other best practices so you don't have to reinvent the wheel on how to scale a SaaS business and exit, follow this channel, subscribe, like this video, and please add any questions or comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. And until then, look at your numbers and deliver value and deliver good outcomes for your clients.